Hello, today we're going to talk about scorecards within Project Insight. Scorecards, like other feature sets within our tool, is an add-on that can be configured. If this is something that you need to get installed, you can go into your Get More add-ons to enable this feature set. If it's something that you have already installed, you can go into your active add-ons, find the scorecard function, watch documentation associated with it, and then configure. Here, I have the ability to have multiple scorecards. This means that we can have some aligned with, current goals. We can have those be a part of future ones. Often organizations are using the scorecard functionality to assess how an initiative or a project aligns with their overall business objectives. So these can be customized based on what you're looking for. In this particular case, you can see I've got a market demand, a risk level, a strategic alignment, a time to market, and a total cost. Now, these can be weighted if we want. In this particular case, we do have that as such. And then these can have positive or negative scores on this so that as these are completed, we can either be adding or removing based upon what answers are selected. This feature set is then available in a few different places. The first place that it's often used is if you're using the project request function, which now we are on a project request form. As somebody is filling out new pieces that they wish to be done, I have the ability to use that scorecard that we have in play, right? Where I can come in and say, hey, this is how this is going to engage based on what we're trying to accomplish. And then we'll have this to assess. Again, these can be positive or these can be negative depending upon how you want that to work. As initiatives are evaluated, this scorecard becomes a reportable feature just like any other piece within Project Insight. So here I am on a project request report where I can see the requests that have been submitted in the past. I can see things like whatever the status is or priority or other data points that were filled out at the time of completion, and scorecard is here as well. I can sort these so that I can understand, hey, what are my most pressing, best initiatives that we want to take on based on the business objectives? I can click into the request itself. And if I do click down here, I can see, where that scorecard setting is or click on the scorecard as a whole. The other location that these can occur is actually on a brand new project as a whole. So if I turn this request into a project, the scorecard and the other features will carry into the project as a whole. Or if I go into to create a new project, I can utilize the scorecard here. Now, these are all options. So this gives me the ability to score at the intake if we are using the intake, or just score this initiative as somebody comes up with it through that ideation process. This then allows me to see how this project started compared to other pieces that we may have. This again is reportable just the same way that it was on the request form. So I can run a project report and see all of that. I can also see it on my project overview what my score was. I can click into this to get the details, or if I edit the project function, I can also see the score as a whole. So again, the idea is give us a simple way to identify and score potential work or existing work based on the objectives that we have within our organization. Project Scorecard feature within Project Insight gives you the ability to do so.